Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long wait. For near enough a century we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here, and let's hope that the biggest stage doesn't scare them.
So that's got things underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a promising position. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Bruno shot at goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Portugal with the corner, there first. Vitinha plays it short. Nuno Mendes. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Vitinha. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Neves. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. So it is still 0-0. João Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Democratic Republic of Congo genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Rafael Leao. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent goal. That's a goal kick. Kalulu. Bakambu stood his ground strongly. João Cancelo. And it's Neves. It's come to nothing. Mbemba. Masuaku. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Wissa. And he's running through. Played out wide. Played in low. And it's been hooked away. Lucao. Bernardo Silva producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet, delivers with whip. And he's there to belt it away. Poor robust challenge. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. An uncompromising challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a little off target. Kayembe. Spread it left. Now it's Bakambu. He's picked his way through. Lovely bit of skill. Bakambu's cross. Mendes attempts a clearance. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
João Neves. That's very neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Masuaku. Lucao. He is through here. Can he get it through? Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on.
Vitinha! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. Decent chance! Well taken goal. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Mbemba.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Twanzebe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Now he's running away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Masuaku. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Masuaku. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Masuaku. Mukau. That's destined for the flank. Back towards the middle. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Portugal are looking to break at pace. João Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Democratic Republic of Congo can make their change now with a break in play. Wan-Bissaka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Democratic Republic of Congo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Over to the right flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. And it's Neves.
This is the time you need that pace.
Portugal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
They've played it short. Masuaku. Drives it in. Inacio is there and he can get that clear.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's fouled it there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Wan-Bissaka.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as it goes. They've got what they wanted on a day where the result is the most important thing. 3 points, absolutely ideal. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there... And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Portugal are a team on a mission. Maximum points, and they're on to bigger and better things.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. So what can they make of this? And it's been played through. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Still goalless. Portugal have to win if they're to make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Leao. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? And it's turned away. João Cancelo. Ronaldo is herring after that one. Nuno Mendes. Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, belter! A finish right from the top draw. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Mendes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Neves. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 37 minutes is
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he's cut it out. Bruno Fernandes. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Uzbekistan have a free kick. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nicely shaped ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bruno Fernandes. A heavy challenge. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Cristiano Ronaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier.
Space for him to turn and look. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Taken back almost at once. Threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. And a header! Did well to pick him out with the cross, but the finish wasn't to be.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Vitinha. Nuno Mendes being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
The attendance for this match was 80,607.
Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Uzbekistan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bernardo Silva receives it in a wide position. Shifted it to the flank. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries one from range. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
He came in hard, very hard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get onto this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And the counter is on. He's through here. And the finish! Now, that's a real chance missed.
Oh, and looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Uzbekistan. Number 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he latch on to this? He's on it, can he get away? Vitinha clears without hesitation. Tries to play it through. Ruben Diaz wins the duel this time. Oh, they can break here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's managed to get free. Driving forward.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's what...
He's going for goal! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Uzbekistan have opted to make another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Uzbekistan found a way.
Say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's that, the end. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Portugal have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Portugal are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. That's the throw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's nice. Chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. It's their second corner of the game. Vitinha with the short one. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Neves. And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Diogo Costa claims comfortable.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Not the most accurate pass. Lukumi pokes it out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes driving forwards. Lerma. Suarez. And they can counter here. Now it's Diaz. Taken back almost at once. Sanchez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a promising position. Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Diaz. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And it's James Rodriguez. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now this could be a chance. Munoz gets over and intercepts.
Colombia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
He has found the way through, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross in. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. It's a pretty loose pass. Diaz. And he's only too happy to take that back. James Rodriguez. And straight back out. Now he's off and running. And it's James Rodriguez. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Tried the volley, but no.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 20. Número 9. Vão dar os seus lugares a... Número 11.
He's rising!
Número 18.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's well spotted. Gonzalo Ramos is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
João Neves going forward. And he was quick to react. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancel each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
João Neves. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Ramos. And he welcomes it in. Joao Felix! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal have their third corner. João Cancelo. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's well positioned here. Great chance! And he scores! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
Sanchez gets it clear. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well, nicely intercepted. Munoz, tidy with his distribution. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
James Rodriguez. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Colombia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice looking ball. He's just misjudged that one. Now that's well seen too. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. Gonzalo Ramos.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
"75 minutes played. Distributed tidily. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed in. Terrific effort! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Ambitious ball here. And it's Quintero. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Colombia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Shot could be on, and the shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Joao Felix charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lerma cuts it out. The message is clear, none shall pass. He's found the way through. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That is good alertness.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he's picked out the run. Bruno Fernandes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Quintero. That'll be a throw-in. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's going to go a long way. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and supporters embrace the knowledge that there are bigger and better things to come. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I would say, Peter, that it's not the ideal way to go through, but I'm sure if you were offered a passage to the knockout stages, you would take that.
O adversário chegou, viu e partiu de mãos a abanar. Muito obrigado a todos. Foram um temível 12º jogador e ajudaram a conquistar esta vitória.
So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, you notice how everything feels that little bit different, Peter. The atmosphere too, whether through decibel levels or the sense of purpose, because this is the ultimate battle for survival now.
And the losers go home.
Nobody wants that.
So straight into the action. Goes for a shot! He would have been quick to recover this. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. Oh, he's having a go! Just off target.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Vitinha. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Fatawu is onto it in a flash. That's a throw. Fatawu.
Ghana really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Ayew. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Partey. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And he's taking no chances there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cristiano Ronaldo! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bruno Fernandes. He's had it taken off him. Partey. And Fatawu. Partey. Almost half an hour in now. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's an imaginative pass. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball one clean. Big chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Tries to play it through. Well, nicely intercepted. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Cristiano Ronaldo surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
And he's quick to get rid. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without hesitation. Partey.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it into space. João Cancelo. Oh, that's nice. And he shoots! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Ghana are looking to go forward now.
Vamos ter minuto de
Fatawu. The final seconds now. And it's Bruno Fernandes. It's a pretty loose pass. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Portugal really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
So, half-time in the opener. Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Fatawu. Quality ball. Showing great feet there. Now that's well seen too. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Mendes venturing down the left. Neatly clipped into space. It's out for a goal kick. Bruno Fernandes. Distributed tidily. Bernardo Silva. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. And it's Vitinha. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. Not the most accurate pass. Here's a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hangs one in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Fatawu. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
takes a shot! And there's his goal! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Ghana choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Always onto this. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through, and he's intervened well there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Shoots! And he's stuck it away! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal are
footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
good running, strong and purposeful. Fatawu in acres of space out wide. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And now they can clear their lines. He's on it, can he get away? And now a sudden chance to counter. Semenyo does really well there, he is strong. Looking for options for movement. Nice interception, well timed. Portugal have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. He's found a way through. And the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Portugal really could have done without this. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former.
What a save by Diogo Costa! And the ball's come loose here.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, just skips past his man. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Tries to thread one through. That is ended up in no man's land. That's going wide left. Bruno Fernandes. And that could set him on his way. Cristiano Ronaldo. And we're done. Portugal have done it. They are indeed through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's a good win, Peter, and you could feel them growing in confidence towards the end.
So another step closer to the big business on this ultimate global stage for the game. And with it comes heightened expectations, heightened ambitions and aspirations. This place really is sparkling, the atmosphere as strong as the ultimate prize. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It's that familiar feeling again, Jim Beglin. Unerring focus, steely drive.
I have to say, Peter, it would have felt good being out there too. Confidence is something that builds with every little bit of progress you make, and all of a sudden you're on the verge of the quarter-finals. Things can only get harder now.
Well, they're bound to, aren't they?
Fortune favours the brave.
So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And this is Embolo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's worked it through. Now it's Neves. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. João Cancelo picks it up out wide. And he's in on... And Bernardo Silva! They want to be quick to recover this. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in plenty of space here. Mendes gets across and deals with it. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He takes a shot! Oh, good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Switzerland restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, the scoreline is tight, the tie right on a knife edge. Okafor was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, they can break here. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Threads one in. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Showing great feet there. Can he latch on to this? Deftly away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rafael Leao. João Neves. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Akanji. Zakaria. For Granit Xhaka. Now it's Okafor. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. João Neves puts a cross in. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
Chance, surely! João Neves clears without hesitation. There will be a throw-in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Neves. Oh, that's fabulous. He won't be happy with that one. So, a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Welcome to the field.
So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Cleared away. Switzerland are looking to go forward now.
Switzerland definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao, rapid and full of intent. And that pass just didn't quite work. Granit Xhaka. Okafor. And here's Embolo. Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Rafael Leao. Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Number 9, Rafael Leao.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Zakaria. And it's been hooked away. Switzerland have reclaimed it. Akanji. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Vargas. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Alvedi. To Granit Xhaka. Can he get it through? And that is not getting there. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Coming on the field, number 23.
Looking to play him in.
Number 16.
It's a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Always chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
24 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes, and the shot! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Akanji. Now it's Okafor. Now it's Vargas. Inacio did well to stay calm there. And now the breakaway. Great vision. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zakaria. He's got away. He's having a pop! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space. Rafael Leao! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rafael Leao can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And the keeper beats it away. Switzerland have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Okafor. Nuno Mendes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rafael Leao has found the net here, of course. Time added on 4 minutes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's a Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's there!
And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So now the difference is 3. Granit Xhaka. And that's that. Portugal are starting to look good, very good. They're certainly looking like a team with confidence, a winning team. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, here we are, two teams both willing to do whatever it takes to reach the last four. They're both here on merit, and there's a healthy sense of both expectation and pressure in either camp. How will the players cope with that? We're about to find out. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, both managers at pains to state that he's in, must be! Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Ronaldo. João Neves receives it in a good position here. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
But he's well positioned here. Now this could be a chance. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Bentancur tries to clear. Uruguay are looking to go forward now. Jimenez. Now he's off and running. Portugal are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. There's a sharp little ball here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vitinha. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. First quarter of an hour gone. Bentancur and Jimenez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. Tries to pass it through. Can he get on the end of this? Valverde.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Rafael Leao. That's a lovely, neat pass. Some good work on the right flank here. That ball looks a good one. And this is Ronaldo. And a chance! Just cruising! They cruising. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Pelistri. Uruguay have reclaimed it. De Arrascaeta. Real chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Uruguay certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Ronaldo. Valverde. Darwin. Distributed tidily. Vitinha cuts it out. Aims beyond the defence. And the through ball. Oh, that was vital. And it's Conceição. Shooting chance! And how did he not make it four?
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tries to get it clear. That's a good run down the left. Portugal awarded another corner. Clearance. Rafael Leao.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Darwin. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking here to chip it through. And that was very necessary. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Inacio wins the duel this time. Inacio charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's run loose here. De Arrascaeta. And for the first half, that is that. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Conceição was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pelistri. Couldn't squeeze it through. Valverde. Nicely aimed pass. deftly away. And it's Mendes. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, that looks a decent ball. Portugal, the only team in this, 3-0 already. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Darwin. Knocks it into space. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. So what can they make of this? Darwin. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Uruguay can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Muslera breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Uruguay couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Good running, strong, and he's having a shot! And that is high.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pelistri. Now it's Darwin. In with the challenge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's beautifully weighted. And he's decided to go for it. Rapidly approaching the end. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 11. Número 20. Entran número 7. Número 17.
Right from the top draw. Just cruising. They are cruising. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Tries to play it through. Always onto this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Darwin. Vitinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Rafael Leao! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bentancur. Salazar. And here's Nunez. João Neves. Now it's Conceição.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, good ball!
And that is masterful defending. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! No, it's wide. Bentancur. That's De La Cruz. He has found the way through. Salazar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is as far as it goes. Portugal advance, just quietly doing their thing. Their eyes now firmly locked onto glory. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Señoras y señores, es hora de nuestro sorteo especial. Tengan a mano los boletos que les dieron en la entrada.